did the Chinese vessels leave the area? What happened after this collision? And when you brought the Filipino fishermen to a safer area? Are they still
Well,
there?
they were Yeah, well, they were more focused in looking after the damaged Chinese Coast Guard vessel. So uh, pretty much they were spent their remaining hours while we were distributing fuel, also looking after how to repair the damaged China Coast Guard vessel.
Parang
Commodore.
nakarma ba
Oh,
sila? Ganon. Commodore.
Well, I, I'm I don't want to wish a bad thing for other users of the sea, since it's our job to ensure safety at sea. But we, we warned the Chinese government a lot of times since 2 years ago. We were telling them that everybody should adhere to the collision regulation. We should not be unruly in conducting shipboard operation because if ever we continue this kind of operation at sea, there will be instances that there will be miscalculation and would eventually lead to a maritime incident.
Commodore, can you clarify for us? Because I was looking on social media, I saw the video, and parang ang gulo-gulo nung nangyari, di ba? Umumpog siya, nagumpugan yung dalawang Chinese ships. Had that PLA Navy ship not been there, would the Chinese Coast Guard ship have rammed into one of the Philippine Coast Guard ships? Is that what would have happened?
Well, that would be possible, but I don't think that it would have so much impact because BRP Suluan, or the vessel that she is chasing, is actually moving forward at a very fast pace. So even if she would be successful in bumping the fantail of MRB 4406, it would not have so much damage just compared to what she experienced.
Okay, so this Kadiwa mission is really to assist the fishermen, but what is the long-term plan? Because it's really getting to be very dangerous for them to continue fishing when the Chinese vessels are patrolling the area. And we see that their boats are really, you know, could be stronger, could be bigger. What other aid can we give, can the government give the fishermen?
Well, right now, under this administration, President Marcos has directed the Philippine Coast Guard and the Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources to prioritize the safety of our Filipino fishermen. This is actually the reason why our limited Coast Guard assets are strategically deployed in those identified traditional fishing grounds for our Filipino fishermen so that they will not be subjected to harassment by the Chinese Coast Guard. Now, moving forward, what is next after that? The national government is also supportive of the capability development of the Coast Guard. Um, for example, by 2027, we'll be receiving five more 97-meter vessels that we have, and 40 more vessels that will be constructed also from France. So the capability development is also a plan to ensure that the safety and security of the Filipino fishermen will still be done by the government. And I think the other tire of our efforts is we still engage the People's Republic of China through diplomacy. This has been the direction of the president since he since he was elected as president. We are still believers that of diplomacy is the only way to go for us to settle our differences with that of the People's Republic of China.
Well, Commodore, President Marcos did already say that in case a war ensues between China and Taiwan, we have to be prepared because we will get dragged into that mess, whether we like it or not. How significant is that for our troops that the chief executive is taking this approach?
Well, our president is our commander in chief. As to whatever directive and intention of the president as part of the uniform service, we will certainly follow.
Well, the Chief of Staff had said earlier this year that uh, in a speech in the Northern Luzon Command that the troops have to be prepared for such an eventuality. So what other preparations are being done aside from what you outlined as, strengthening the capability of the Coast Guard?
Well, I don't want to deal on the operational details in terms of our preparation, Ms. Ses, but I can guarantee you the Philippine Coast Guard has its own way in coming up with contingencies. When it comes also to our readiness, I think the Commandant of the Coast Guard, Admiral Gavan, has been very good in ensuring that we have good seamanship skills and competency to ensure that we're going to support the armed forces of Philippines with this kind of contingencies.
One quick clarification. No Filipino vessels were damaged in the altercation today.
Yes, Ms. Ses. As far as the Coast Guard is concerned, BRP Suluan and BRP Teresa Magbanua did not have any damages in our execution of operation today.
And on the side of the Chinese, were there any injuries? I understand that they made a statement, but they did not acknowledge any collision occurring. There was no mention of it.
Yes, the Chinese Coast Guard spokesperson issued a statement, but they never admitted that there are Chinese Coast Guard personnel who might got injured or who went overboard because of the collision.
Okay. Last question, Commodore. And I'm sure you assisted in the making of the film Food Delivery. Have you seen it? The documentary?
Yes, the Philippine Coast Guard is also in support of ensuring that the food delivery documentary will also be screened in different parts of the country. We believe on the message of this documentary that is very essential for our Filipino countrymen.
So it will be shown all over the country and in schools as well.
Well, that is our hope, and I think that's also the intention of the director of the film, Director Baby Ruth Villarama.
Yes. Isa kong napansin doon, and Commodore, I hope something will be done. Kawawa yung mga outposts natin. I mean, you know, it has to be more humane, I suppose, for our Coast Guard personnel who live there for months on end. There's no water. Marami namang technology, di ba? Like solar, power, reverse osmosis for water. Anong
Yes,
comment
ma'am.
nyo po? Are you
I-
going to do that?
Yes, ma'am. I think that that's also part of the plan.
All right, well, we thank you so much, and we're happy to note that no one was hurt in this incident on the part of the Philippine Coast Guard. Marami pong salamat.